Prime Minister Andrew Holness was asked 3 primary questions by the Member of Parliament for St. Andrew South Western, Angela Burke Brown, during the Parliament session covering the statement on the National Cleanup Programme on the National Cleanup Programme on Disaster Recovery on November 25, 2025. The main one was regarding the distribution of aid. She suggested that a transparent approach should be used for the distribution of relief aid because the early phase of the distribution remains chaotic, unclear, and partisan.
Why is it this early relief program has been so chaotic, disjointed, and partisan in how it has?
Prime Minister Andrew Holness reacted sharply to suggestions that a relief effort was chaotic, disjointed, or partisan. He called these claims a falsehood and a lie, insisting that international experts have commended Jamaica's response, that persons spreading such rumors are determined to bring Jamaica down.
It's a classic case of bringing the false notion onto a public platform. Let me be clear on this, Mr. Speaker. Let me be clear. Roads were blocked. Communities cut off. The member from St. Andrew Southwest is not an expert in disaster recovery. The experts in disaster recovery have spoken, and they have spoken publicly on Jamaican media, on Jamaican radio. They have written documents. And they have said quite the opposite. In fact, they have commended Jamaica as a small island developing state for its response. The persons who peddle this falsehood, Mr. Speaker, seem to conveniently ignore that Hurricane Melissa was one of the strongest hurricanes to have hit Jamaica, not just in the Atlantic, but globally. It is in the top 3 strongest hurricanes. No other hurricane has done the level of damage to Jamaica in its recorded history than this one. None. Within hours after Hurricane Melissa, I picked up the phone and I called the chief, the acting chief of defense staff, the head of the NWA, the minister responsible for works, and I said to them, get the airport open.
11 o'clock that night.
They were out there in the night checking the road to make sure, checking with the necessary authorities to make sure that planes could land. The following day, we were able to open the airport.
On December 2nd, 2025, in the House of Parliament, MP Angela Brown Burke reinforced her point about the partisan distribution of aid to the people of Jamaica. She suggested that the Ministry of Labour had been doing its assessment in a partisan way, based on the information she was getting from the people on the ground.
Again, Prime Minister, the question I'm asking, I'm looking at how Ministry of Labour and Social Security and some of those who have done the assessment, I'm looking at the cry on the ground about the partisan nature of how it has been done, how some communities have been totally left out, and I'm wondering what will be done differently to ensure that those thousands of jobs that are created for Jamaicans and not on a partisan basis.
The Prime Minister reacted strongly to the claim that the relief effort had been partisan or unfairly distributed, calling the claim a falsehood and a lie. He specifically referenced Angela Brown Burke as the main proponent of this claim. That did not go well with MP Brown Burke.
The idea that somehow the relief effort has been partisan, unfairly distributed, the main proponent being my sister and neighbor from St. Andrew South West.
And the Prime Minister is misleading the House by saying, and besmirching, yes, my character, by saying that I am the main proponent Obviously, he's not on social media. He's not reading what others are saying and writing. I am only bold enough to say it to your face.
Yeah.
It would suggest that MPs are getting their information from social media because Damian Crawford said social media was a source of his information for a point he raised a few weeks back. In response to the concern about fair distribution, the Prime Minister announced that he had given a directive to the Minister of Labour, the Ministry of Local Government, and the ADPEM to release all public aid that has been given to every member of Parliament, so that the facts could dispel the unfair light cast on the government. The opposition bench did not agree with the Prime Minister when he said he would release all the aid that went to the respective constituencies to dispel the false claim being peddled. Based on press release, it would suggest that most of the government aid went to Westmoreland, which is represented by 2 PNP MPs. There was an uproar on the opposition bench, which would suggest that they are not in agreement with the Prime Minister releasing that information. That is just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.
An effort to destroy the goodwill and to falsely accuse the government in a very malicious way. And we have, Madam Speaker, made every attempt to be fair in how we have distributed the public's resources, not our resources, the public resources. And to answer the member, I have given a directive to the Minister of Labour, to the Minister of Local Government, and to ADPEM that they must release all public aid that has been given to every member of Parliament in this country. I am happy that she has raised the issue because, Madam Speaker, as I travel through the country, supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party have come to me complaining that the PNP MPs who have gotten substantial relief aid have not been distributing it to them. And I want to put it on record, Madam Speaker, that when they have come to me, I have said to them, in the interest of unity and peace in this country, that we wouldn't raise it or complain about it. But there is obviously, Madam Speaker, an effort to destroy the goodwill and to falsely accuse the government in a very malicious way. And we have, Madam Speaker, made every attempt to be fair in how we have distributed the public's resources. Madam Speaker, and we will see when it happens who has gotten more. Madam Speaker, no, I'm on my feet. Disclose everything that has been given to constituencies. Let me put it that way. Well, it can't go to the constituency unless it goes through the MP. I know what has fallen over there and why everybody is all of a sudden getting hot under the collar. I know.